Wanted to say, Brenda, is that there's been a bunch of rumors and some misunderstandings about a number of myths that is a part of your mystique. Of course, let me point out that you have worked in DRS more years than I am old. And I think that's fairly significant. But I want to dispel the myths right now so that people actually know. One is that you don't type 979 words per minute. It's only 879. I don't know where the 100 came from, but I'm sorry about that. We know you come from West Point, Virginia, which is a famous place known for the lantern swinging on the railroad tracks, and it's not true that you go out on certain nights and do that. And it's also not true that you soak yourself in perfume so that nobody will know you really come from West Point. Well, one thing I can't argue, and that is that you look the same as you did today. I had the intelligence, which is rare, working so that I could sneak you out of DDS and into DRS, and I'm glad I did. Very glad I did. But I kept telling you, you always look so darn young. And you do. You still do. You look about the same age. Unfortunately, I don't. But you gave me one famous statement, if you remember, when I said, your skin's so smooth, you look so good, and you looked at me and you said, black don't crack. And that's true. I mean, that's definitely a true statement. The last thing that's been a myth has been basically that you own half of West Point. I checked the records and it's really not true. You only own 2/5 of them. Also, we know that you pray that the wind doesn't blow in a certain direction. Your prayers are sometimes answered, and sometimes when I'm driving down 64, I realize they haven't been answered. But the truth part is easy. That's the easy part. You're an excellent worker. You always have been. I think you know more about computers, probably that too, computers than our tech people do. Sorry, Larry. You've shown up in all kinds of weather and all kinds of conditions, and you've given your all to rehab and to its clientele. No question about that. We paid you next to nothing, which we still do. But I never heard a complaint about that from you. There were other complaints, mind you, but I never heard a complaint about salary from you. I'm going to face the facts and say that you are part of the cornerstone of Rayback. No question about it. And even though you all have changed your name into an unpronounceable, or however you say it, it's Rayback in my mind. Always will be. I have one last thing for those of you that are worried when I stood up. I can tell you, Brenda, that Nobody can replace you.
Oh my God.
Your position can be filled, but nobody can replace you, and never will.